welcome back. My name is Joe, and today's pick a card reading, we're going to be doing something a little bit more on the serious side today. Working through your fears, okay? So for pile number 1, we have Amazonite, heart-shaped stone. Pile number 2, we have this lovely carnelian. For pile number 3, we have this sodalite heart crystal. My intention today in this reading is more so on helping you work through your fears. So advice on working through your fears, whatever they may be. Okay. This is kind of giving like the vibe of like those working, doing shadow work, or if you notice that there's just things that you need to, you have fears and you're kind of like struggling with overcoming those fears. Okay, so pause and meditate if you need to. Timestamps will be listed down below, and I will see you guys at your pile. Hello everyone that chose pile number 1 or was drawn to this lovely Amazonite heart crystal. This is going to be your reading on how to work through your fears. Amazonite is associated with the throat and heart chakra. Okay, so there may be some healing or fears that need to be worked through in regards to your heart space and your throat chakras. Okay, speaking your truth, being open. Okay, yes, that's interesting. That was the Hermit. I'm not going to take it because I didn't even ask it, but it's just interesting to say the least. Obviously, the Hermit is about healing, going within, and understanding yourself. Okay, some introspective. Wait, did I? Oh, I did mix them up. Oops. It is what it is. Wait. How come this side is... Okay, hold on one second. That's so strange. How did this happen? Oh, okay, it was just 2 parts. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Alright. Connecting me with pile number 1. All the lovely people that would choose pile number 1. Spirit, let's give them some advice on how they can work through their fears. How can pile number 1 work through their fears? Knight of Wands. Interesting. Never noticed that before. I wonder what kind of animal that's supposed to be. I'm kind of drawn to like the feet on this like little candy creature thing going on. It looked like it's got horse legs, but with that body being a candy, it's a little hard to depict that. I mean, well, normally you want to hop on a pig and get out of there. Normally you would hop on a horse, to get out of the situation, right, fast. So I'm kind of getting with the imagery of this card so far is that things are not what it seems to be. Okay, we got the Eight of Wands. File number 1. How can they work through their fears? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, and that falling right on top of that. Yep. Things are not what they appear to be. This card may give me work to get it. Okay. I don't know how I want to take this. Am I taking this upright or reverse? If it comes back out, it comes back out. Alright, so we have the Five of Wands. Well, that's a lot of fire energy. Alright, and, oh, look it, here we go, and it came back out. Alright, back of the deck energy is the Nine of Cups. Alright. I think it's interesting how the Eight of Swords is at the center of the reading. We have 2 9s and 2 8s. That's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. I'm getting a song in my head. Who sings that song? It's an older song. Let me look it up. But it's not. I don't know if it's the whole song that's gonna resonate for the reading, but it is one of the ones that's coming. Okay, so the song is "Fly Away" by Lenny Kravitz. Okay, so let me see. Interesting. Okay, so the lines that I'm getting is the chorus. I want to get away. I wanna fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, I do want to say that with the Eight of Wands here, Spirit is coming through with some information, some guidance, messages. Pay attention or you'll miss them because they're going to come in really fast. Alright? And they want you to take action on this information that you receive. Okay? There may be a test coming up in regards to this fear, and Spirit wants you to not back down, to not be scared when this challenge presents itself. To remain calm. So I feel like your fears may be they could be conditioned things that you picked up from childhood, or just not processing things, not seeing things for what they are. You may be making it bigger than what it is, so to speak. There is a need to be persistent within the situation. Okay, so your fears, that be persistent on working through them. Like, just there may be a tendency to wanting to like run away from the situation. I kind of want to know more about this Eight of Swords. So, there's just so much fire energy here. They want you to, your spirit team's like, yo, you got the strength and the power to overcome this. That you are possible of having this Nine of Cups. Being satisfied within yourself. But you may feel like you need to constantly move or be on the go, or you may be trying to move away all the time. Okay, so there's a cycle. There's a cycle that's been repeating in your life. Pile number 1. Can I get more on this Eight of Swords? What is this? Can I get an idea of what this fear is that they're working through? Spirit for pile number 1. What is the fear? We got the Tower. Okay, so you could be afraid of change. You could be afraid of something happening. This is meant to help you master or build skill. There is a need to rest, to pause before moving forward, before you burn out. What is the Eight of Wands trying to communicate? What does Spirit wants to communicate with pile number 1 in regards to? Okay, with the Four of Wands, you will be successful at overcoming this fear. What does... That's so funny. We got the Knight of Wands coming up again. There is a need to take charge of the situation, facing it head on. It's kind of the vibe that I was getting for this Five of Wands. I mean, the Knight of Wands is also Sagittarius energy, which has a tendency to run away often. Okay, so it's immutable energy, so it's not to say that like all Sagittarius is run away from their problems, but they may be like, I don't want to deal with this shit, and they just dip the fuck out, but they don't really work through those things, so those things kind of like follow them, so to speak. Alright, so there is healing that needs to take place. Alright, can I get more on this Five of Wands? Of how can they best deal with or work with this Five of Wands? Spirit. You may feel anxious or like you can't sit still, or when you're in this situation, you gotta move, you gotta do something. You feel like you gotta move, I gotta move, I gotta move. I gotta do something. I can't sit still. I need to, but you need to sit still. You need to sit with it. The Amazonite stone will definitely help you with that, or help you work with that, because it's a very calming stone. Okay, can I get more in this Five of Wands, please? How can I work through this Five of Wands energy? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords, back of the deck. Alright, well, I'm not going to put all these cards here, but the Five of Wands, how can you best work through this challenge when it presents itself is you need to get grounded. You need to focus on your physical well-being. You may even need to isolate yourself for some time and get curious about the situation. Okay, there may be some deception, or take on a curious mindset with seeing that a new beginning can happen. Like, well, what if this happens? You know, like, what if I decided to not entertain this? It's like Spirit is trying to tell you to get inspired, or to get excited about a new beginning when this obstacle or challenge is presented to you. Okay. How can pile number one tap into this Knight of Wands energy? Let's see, Ace of Pentacles. Move towards the new beginning. So a new beginning in the physical. So, you know, this can manifest in many different ways for all of you. For some of you, this could be a new job. And others of you, this can be like moving from your physical, you know, maybe moving out of the home that you're in, moving somewhere else, creating abundance for yourself. We have the Empress showing up again. Okay. I think it's interesting that she keeps falling on the floor when you shuffle. So I feel like that this is something that you have to work towards, for sure. Ooh. And then we have two major arcana. We have the Star and the Queen of Pentacles showing up. So I said that was the Empress, so sorry about that. I thought I saw the Empress. Okay. There is a need to focus on yourself and your own healing. You do need to remain hopeful. You will overcome this fear that is overwhelming you. I said two major arcana. That's because my brain thought I saw the Empress. Sorry, I needed to correct myself before I kept moving forward. Alright, so there is divine healing and divine... This situation is happening for a reason. And you may be afraid of change or something. You may be trying to prevent the inevitable. This Nine of Wands. Excuse me, sorry. There may be... Three of Swords. There is... Damn. Let me pick this up. Something is... I would say your guys' throat chakra is blocked to some degree. There's something that you're not expressing or you're afraid to express because you're afraid of this tower taking place. And if it needs to, and you need to speak your truth. Pile number one. You may feel defensive. You may feel attacked. You need to, there's boundaries that need to be taken place. There is boundaries that need to be set when this takes, look. Because we have the Ace of Swords is back of the deck energy. The truth is the truth. Your truth is valid and real. There is something that you've been avoiding because you know that it's going to cause this tower. And you're afraid of this tower taking place, but it needs to take place. Because you are not allowing yourself to express yourself. You're not feeling this Nine of Cups energy. Anyway, we got Three of Wands back here. Okay. Energetically, you need to heal something that has wounded you in either in the recent or in the past. There is a need to gather some information. Now it's not the Nine of Wands is talking about persistence, but this specific deck is also talking about how you need to gather some information before making your move. But there is a need for you to set some boundaries. And you need to move towards this new beginning. You're getting messages from your, I want to say ancestors for some of you, but your spiritual team is giving you answers. There's these little lightning bugs. They're messages from your spiritual team that are helping you bring light into your darkness, into this situation. You're afraid of this tower moment, or you causing this tower moment, or you're afraid that by speaking your truth that you're going to be causing this tower moment. And if that's so, then just let it fall, because it's kind of like keeping the peace outside for everyone else, but then you're not like, but what about the peace within yourself? Kind of like, this is kind of giving me that vibe. Like, what about your peace? You deserve that Nine of Cups. And I see that you guys will be getting that one way or another. But this is a fear, so you're working through your fear. Let's get some more information. Everything keeps flying out, but like aggressively. Card number 13. Can't even talk. Card number 13. Rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. Card number 42. Cross the bridge of happiness. It leads over the depths of your emotions. Sorry, I wanted to read like the message of this. Interesting. It says, you have drawn this card because you have now reached such a bridge. It is time to cross it and reap its rewards. Let go of your illusions, all of your constricting thoughts about happiness and prosperity that limit you and hold you back. The way across the bridge is a path of meditation, and every step will be a step of gratitude. You have drawn this card because you are standing at that bridge. You have often been here before and yet not have acted wisely, so the bridge of happiness has simply dissolved and vanished into thin air. But now you have this card in your hands. It is an indication that no one can cross the bridge of happiness alone, since true happiness is a light that always resonates between at least two beings. I feel like that... Oh, yes, okay. I skipped some of it. It says right here. I was going to say that, you know, when it says two beings, it's like you and your spiritual team. But it says your spiritual companions. So, yeah. Your spiritual team is guiding you. You need to listen and take in and heed in their advice and guidance that they're giving you. Pile number 1. There's boundaries that you need to set either with someone else or yourself. You know, sometimes it's even mentally. I'm not gonna know exactly like what your fears are, because either, you know, we all have more than one fear that we. But there is a significant fear that is preventing you from moving forward and becoming successful, or feeling successful, feeling emotional fulfillment. It is causing you much pain. Okay. Last card, you have card number 8. Live in the world as a dreamer. Create a future paradise. Now I'm hearing that song, Dreamweaver. Okay. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go to clear your mind. I'm interested in seeing what that has to say. Okay, so this card tells you to cleanse your thoughts and focus on everything you have, your gifts, those you love and admire in your life. Work especially closely with your power animal and the hummingbird, and it will reveal a life that is vibrant and free, guiding you to your hidden abilities and talents of your ancestors that have come together in you. However, your mind must be clear and free from earthly desires. Yeah, I remember saying something about the physical. Okay. With all the pentacle energy. I did mention ancestors. I feel like your ancestors, for a lot of you, your ancestor are working with you. But definitely, you know, your ancestors are part of your spiritual team. So, you know, just saying. Action is what needs to be taken place, but there may be some information that you need to gather before moving forward or taking that action. But to stay persistent. Let's get more information on what emotions are tied to this fear. You have passion showing up. There's a lot of energy. You've been feeding this fear. And now you need to starve it. What emotion can they tap into that will help them? Ideation. Now is the time to focus on creating a safe space for your creative endeavors. Let your ideas grow while you nurture and care for them. Yeah, there's like, yeah, with that page of wands that we had earlier with the Ace of Pentacles, they want you to go after this new beginning. Alright, in the back of the deck we have magic. Now I'm hearing that song, Do You Believe in Magic? Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? While the music is playing, whenever it starts and it's magic. I already forgot who sings that. I'm curious as to what your fear is, like, particularly. There may be a fear of, like, you not being able to be successful, or a fear that, the things that you want to go after are out of reach. There's so much fire energy here. And that's not a bad thing if you don't, but it can be if it gets out of control. There is a need to, like, what's the word I want to look for? You need to find that enthusiasm that you once had for this. There may be something that you want to do and go after, and maybe the people around you don't, support that. And you don't want to, rock the boat for some of you. I'm trying to think of, like, analogies for, for this, but it's, like, it's hard to, because my message is not what is your fear. You already know your fear. The message is how to work through your fears. So there's, like I was saying, there's some boundaries that need to be taken place. And there is a need to go after something new in your life. Something passionate that will lead to some form of stability and abundance. Because we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and it showed up 2 times. And with the Queen of Pentacles showing up as well, there's healing, deep healing, ancestral healing. But there's also a need to focus on yourself and realizing that you're able to create that abundance for yourself as well. So for some of you, this could be like financial blocks. Okay, so we have the Dolphin coming through in the reading for you. You can choose to heal and be healed, or swim in the ripped tides. And these are the guardian dragon. So this dragon is a guardian dragon. Dolphin tells you to look deep into your soul and ask, what is your purpose on earth? What is it we must discover about ourselves. Are we healers, a spiritual guiding light for others to follow? Are we seekers of the truth through science? Are we called to work through Are we called to work with him possibly as ecologists or even marine biologists? He is very useful to call upon when we feel stuck and unable to go with the flow. His presence acts as a reminder that we would do well to stop struggling and surrender to the ebb and flow of life, for that which we resist persists. Your task is to uncover your driving passion and kickstart the job you came here to do. The waters of earth can cleanse or maim? Mime? Maim. Okay, I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Support or take life. You too are faced with a similar choice. You can choose to heal or be healed, or swim with the riptides. Neither is wrong. It is only a matter of perspective and choice. You have been faced with arduous situations at times and made some bad choices too. Remember, you are human, and humans must make and as humans must, your race makes mistakes and on occasion poor decisions, but that is all part of learning. It is time to forgive yourself and others. Move on. Okay. Interesting. Alright, and then back of the deck energy we have Sing Gold. Sin Gold. I don't know why I said sing. Sing Old. Sin Gold. Why am I making this so complicated? It's so funny. Okay, no, card number 13. Alright. Now, I feel like that may be you too. You guys are making your situation more complicated than it needs to be. Oh wait, this too. Okay, hold on. I'm finding I wanna find this. Okay. Earth Walk Dragons. Do that which lifts your heart to bring forth your deep inner smile from within. It's the Nine of Pentacles. I mean the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, finding emotional fulfillment. Uncover the things to rejoice about. Do that which lifts your heart to bring forth your deep inner smile from within. Seek a totem to act as a reminder. This could be an object small enough to carry or wear daily. Maybe a beautiful shell or a crystal. Set the intention within it to stay focused on being joyous and grateful, so that when this totem is on your person, it reminds you that all is as it should be. You're learning the lessons of gratitude, and you're exactly where you should be now. Okay. Review your life to date and find things to be grateful for so you can rejoice in who you are. Acknowledge the fears, envy, guilt, or anger within. Accept the niggling doubts. Admit that they are present, for they are part of you. But you have no need to dwell here, for they are part of your past and are no longer relevant to your life now. Instead, revel in the pure joy of being alive. Seek the positive in your existence here on earth. Oh, I just realized I skipped, and then I read the first paragraph that I read was supposed to be the second paragraph I was supposed to read. Sorry if that sounded like confusing there. Okay, so writing a gratitude journal will definitely help shift you out of this. That is one message that your spiritual team is trying to convey with you. So if you've been hearing other messages or receiving other messages about I'm having a brain fart all of a sudden. If you've been receiving messages or seeing messages about journaling, I'm debating if I want to get. Do I want to use this stuff? I already pulled it out, so I might as well. Maybe it'll give us more insight on like what this fear stems from or something. help empower you. Pot number 1. So, yeah, I think you would benefit buying yourself an Amazonite crystal. If you don't have one already and you're drawn to it, you know, I did say that it is related to the heart and throat chakra. There, you know, with you picking the heart, it, you know, this does indicate healing. Okay, interesting. All right, so you guys got a few. All right, so back of the deck. I want to start with back of the deck energy. We have broken dreams. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. Okay, so maybe someone discouraged you, or life wasn't fitting to your circumstances at the time, but that doesn't mean that your dreams had to, like, the things that you desire to do and go after doesn't mean it had to stop. Maybe you had to learn some skills, or your focus was on other things at the time, or needed to be focused on other things, but that doesn't mean that your dreams of your goals or whatever it is you aspire to do or have in life or be in life cannot be. All right, so we have card number 44, Lantern. Consciousness is light. Card number 16, Melting Mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. And then we have card number 5, the Unknown. Knowing the unknown. Yeah, so that could be another thing that you're afraid of, is I was thinking of the Tower moment. The Tower card showing up. You know, you're afraid of what could happen, and then you create this, like, narrative in your head that's bigger than what it is, which is usually what we do. To support you through this time of impending change, tune into your spirit's self's light, love, and stillness. Observe which roles in life feel good, natural, and autonomous. Autonomous? I don't even know. Whatever. Ask yourself, what are my main roles at the moment? What does each one mean to me? Would I be more or less of myself without it? Would I be seen by others to be more or less without it? Such roles may include mother, daughter, friend, employee, employer, partner, student, or volunteer. Then ask, which of these roles are draining? Which are energizing? Are any fraught with drama or boring? Do you feel like masks stifling me through obligations I often resent rather than lovingly fulfill? Upon reviewing the answers to these questions, is there a current role that functions more like a constricting mask that you would love to lose or would be terrified of melting? Regardless of how you answer, it is important to keep in mind that you are, in essence, none of the roles you have or wish to fulfill, nor any of the restrictive masks of concealment that they may have or might turn into. At most, a role can transparently and joyously express an aspect of your spirit self. Life is always better when you know which roles are fulfilling for you. Be sure to prioritize and enjoy them wherever and whenever possible. It is important for a mask to melt once the function it had served tips into detrimentally constricting us at our highest level. Okay, and I want to read this card real quick because I'm curious to see what it says. Dang, is this like the last card of this deck? It sure is. Whoa. Okay. The crone has shown up to remind you that whenever you feel challenged in life, stop whatever you are doing to ask Spirit Self, what am I being invited to learn here? Each obstacle, moment of overwhelm, and hardship offers necessary and valuable lessons to evolve us beyond being a match to it. Any perceived mistake, wrong turn, or regret plays a part in your pathway to insight and liberation. Please be assured that each currently perceived negative is a presently unlit lantern and therefore opportunity to see clearer. All that is needed is for the light to be turned on so that the obstacle can be recognized as the positive lesson, tool, growth, insight, or gift that it is. You are always met with teachings and forms that match whatever way you are available to receive them at that moment. Each teaching is necessary for your learning of another, better way in your progression. May you shine the light of your love into any lesson that holds a lingering negative charge for you until it transforms into a heartfelt gratitude for and recognition of its supporting role in your evolution. Awareness expands as we clear the darkness with light. Clarity transforms our perception into lanterns of insight that illuminate a way for others too. Once you choose to keep moving, the next step will be made known to you. That's the message of this last part right here. Okay. What advice do we have for my lovely fan number 1, Spirit? Advice from his fan number 1. New moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. First quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. Yeah, that's where that tower moment. There's something that, yeah, because you're trying to prevent this change from happening because of you not knowing what the next step is or what you should do or what you're supposed to do. You need to sit and reflect on these feelings that are coming up about this fear and just sitting with it and acknowledging that you feel these feelings, and the only way for feelings to go away is to sit with them and feel them and then let them go. And then once you clear that energy, that's when clarity comes in, and then the next step will be illuminated. That's not to say that, like, it sounds more easier said than done, and I understand that. Writing a gratitude journal, or, every day in the morning, I recommend in the morning and at night, writing, even if it's just a few things. We can always find something that we're grateful for. There's always something that you can find gratitude in, even into the most basics. Just you waking up today is something to be grateful for. Being able to breathe, that's something to be grateful for. Being able to see is something to be grateful for. If you are struggling so bad to find something to be grateful for, having your health, having your basic things that you can do that you take for granted on a regular basis are things that you can be grateful for. And I promise you that once you start doing this, you're going to find more things more easily to be grateful for. And your list is going to get bigger and longer every time. And being in a state of gratitude definitely shifts you out. It does help you energetically. It's like the best thing that you can do to help shift out of this energy that you are feeling. Okay, back of the deck energy, you have, oh shit, that's so cool. I didn't even notice because I was not even looking at this. We have last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. Sit with them. Acknowledge them. Because when you're trying to ignore them, when you're trying to suppress them, or suppress ignore, run away, whatever it is you do. Probably a combination of all of them, because we all do it. Some more so than others. You know, we might, some people might lean into running away. Some people might be like, nah, I don't got time for this. And then they just kind of push it down. You know, whatever you do, you need to stop doing that. You need to sit with yourself and actually feel them. And that, like I said, that's the only way you're going to be able to get it out of your system, because you're repeating a cycle. It's a cycle that just keeps repeating itself. So sit with yourself. You're fed up with it. It's hurting you. And you're able to, you have success. You will be able to overcome this. And there is a new beautiful beginning that is wanting to come through and take place, and they want you to focus on going towards that. Alright? I know I did advise, but I would like to provide some support messages for you guys. So this will wrap up the reading. If I can find the, okay, there we go. Parts here. Alright. So let's get a supportive message for my pile number 1s. I like this deck. It's so cute. And the imageries are so, I like them. Maybe you'll like them too. I don't know. But I like them. I think they're cute. Alright. The deck is called Therapets. I think it's so cute. Okay, so let's get a supportive message for my pile number 1s. This deck is like ginormous, so it's a little hard to like shuffle. So just bear with me. Supportive messages for my pile 1s from their spiritual team. It's okay to be afraid, but as much as you can, please try to act from love rather than fear. From fear. And back of the deck energy. Aww, it's so cute. Okay, you are still making progress even on your worst days. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave your reading at that. Comment down below how it resonates for you. I enjoy reading your comments. And I wish you all the best of luck and love on your journey. And I hope you all have a blessed, beautiful morning, noon, or night whenever you guys are watching this. And I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hello everyone that chose pile number 2, or this carnelian stone. This message is for you on how to work through your fears. Now, from after reading pile number 1, I don't really kind of get the message of what is your fear, because we're focused on how you can work through your fears. Okay, so just apply the message to how it resonates for you. Okay. Carnelian is a stone that is best for motivating you, boosting your confidence, calming frustration and anger. Okay. Gives you strength and emotional balance. I'm actually wearing a carnelian bracelet. I love carnelian. I'm so always drawn to it. It's one of my favorite stones. Hence the reason why I have so many carnelian stones. Which you probably already seen a few of them. So I have another one right here. think I may have used it in another reading, and then I've used this one as, isn't it so cool? So cool. Okay. Alright, sorry, getting distracted here. So, pile number 2. How can my beautiful, lovely pile number 2s work through their fears and overcome them? Let's find out. Okay, I'm hearing like steps. Something about steps. Taking steps. I'm not necessarily like in those like exact words. That message came to me in various messages in my mind just now. Interesting. Alright, so we have some competition or obstacles. They want you to remain calm when this obstacle or challenge presents itself. To not have... Okay, so there may be a need to not react. Okay, interesting. Pile number 2. How can they work through their fears, spirits? Got the Judgment card. And we have Justice. Ooh, interesting. Alright. 5 of Swords. Dang. Okay. Okay. Dang, what is 3 major arcana? Damn, pile 2. We have the Emperor. Alright. How can you work through your fears? Okay. With the Emperor's back of the deck energy, discipline. For sure. But we have 2 5s here. Just give me a moment while I look over the cards. So if I'm getting quiet, I don't mean to. I'm just taking in what I'm seeing at the moment. Oh, I said that this was the Emperor, Justice, but in this deck, this is the Strength card. Okay. Interesting. Let me double check if I got the Judgment correct. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. So, I'm getting for this pile that you guys are here to be leaders. Okay? And your path that you are on right now, you chose this path, and it's leading you to growth. You could be going through an awakening, right? So this is going to require the strength of your inner strength to overcome these challenges. Okay, I think it's interesting how this Empress is, like, she looks like she's inspecting, but look at, like, there's a fly on her. So your surroundings, there's something about your surroundings you need to acknowledge. Your environment may be chaotic or challenging. You may be surrounded by um, people in secret competition with you. There could be people that are lying to you or gaslighting you, kind of vibes here. We're going to get some more information, but there is a real need for, like, nurturing yourself. There is... Okay, working through your fears. Why is that dude got a key in his hand? Okay, the key to liberation is to accept and understand. Okay. Are you afraid of competition? Are you afraid of criticism? How can pile 2 work through their fears? Can I get more on this 5 of Swords? We have the 7 of Swords. So there's deception. Okay. Is someone playing mental mind games with you? There's something you need to overcome. Something that's led to disappointment. With the Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune being upright, it's kind of giving me, we have the Empress back of the deck. There's a need to be, you need to discipline yourself within the situation. You need to take back your power. Pile 2. Embark on a new beginning, a new journey of passion and desires, of your passion and desires. Okay, can we get more on this 5 of Wands in regards to how to overcome fear? Persistence. Okay, so if your obstacles that are presenting themselves to you, man, no wonder why you're getting major arcana, because you're not dealing with some petty shit. You're dealing with some pretty big shit, pile 2. Just know that the challenges that you're facing are here to strengthen your skills and your own natural talents and skills, okay? So your integrity, your moral compass, all of these things are going to be challenged to you. You're meant to be, I did say in the beginning, you were meant to be a leader. And we have the Emperor come falling out again. Like, this dude keeps showing up multiple times. Okay, so there is a need for you to, we have the Ace of Pentacles this back of the deck. I just realized that this is all crooked, not for you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. And it's still crooked. I don't know why. Maybe it's the way I set up my phone. Whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe that's something you need to do. Accept something for what it is. Persistence is key, even though it's been a hard journey. Okay. The path of a leader is not guided You make the path yourself. Okay. You're a strong soul, pile 2, and you're more than capable of what is being handed to you. You're more than capable of overcoming this. Yeah. People may try to... Your light is bright. And people, not everybody wants to, you know, not, I don't want to say everybody, but some people want to be the leader. They want to be the one that be like, I am the true, excuse me, alpha, when it comes to my mind. I am the leader of the pack. But like some people that, you know, they think they are, but they don't hold the values of the emperor. The emperor is the combination of all the kings, right? Of all the maturity of the king of cups, the king of wands, the king of swords, and the king of pentacles. And whoever or whatever environment you're in or dealing with, or people you are dealing with, they are... I saw the king of swords in reverse. They are gaslighting. They are manipulative. They use mental techniques to gain by lying, through manipulating, by deceiving. And you are meant to overcome these things. These like I'm telling you, these obstacles are here to test you, to challenge you, to make you a better, wiser leader. Because people look up to you, they follow you. You're meant to set an example. Okay, so you know, I didn't bring up zodiac signs, but we do have Aries with the Emperor, Taurus, Venus, qualities Libra, Leo energy here. And we have the Page of Wands showing up. Oops. Alright, I want to get more on what are you coming to awareness of? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised for some of you, you're going to reawaken this strength in you. You're going to recognize how strong you really are. Okay, so some of you, you're going to have some spiritual gifts awaken. Others of you are going to see the support and love that you receive from your close loved ones, your family members. But I'm getting more so like your own, that you're able to create your own fulfillment and joys. I do want to say though, because I feel like a lot of you are going through an awakening, that this is, you're going to be tapping more into your spiritual gifts, and or they will be becoming more stronger. Okay, with the Empress getting the Five of Cups, you will be healing disappointment. There will be some things that you're going to be acknowledging once you take the time to dissect, to pay attention and look closely at the surroundings, and you know, recognizing the ick that surrounds you, and you're going to heal the disappointment. I'm getting like a healing your mindset. You could be right now entrapped in like a pessimistic mindset and focused in on like the disappointment, the loss, and you're going to be healing that and then more focusing on what it is you do have. So gratitude. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Strength card. Slow and steady wins the race is what I'm getting. 10 of Wands. You may be feeling overburdened, overwhelmed, tired, but it is a 10, so the cycle is coming to an end. This cycle, or this, well, yeah, it's a cycle. This learning cycle, this thing that you're overcoming it. It's coming to an end. Pile 2. You just need a little bit of a little push, a little bit of encouragement. And we have another number 10. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go to clear your mind. Really? Okay, give me 1 second because that card fell. There we go. Okay. The lotus within you awakes. You are a master in light on high. Card number 41. You had to go through some major obstacles, some major changes. I mean, we got 3 5, so there's some big changes coming through for you. All right, card number 36. Success and happiness are coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. Okay, so there's a lot of changes, a lot of obstacles that have happened, but all of these things were meant to help strengthen you, empower you, and you're going to awaken to that knowledge. You're going to understand, like, everything you've been through wasn't for nothing. This card, I'm going to read from this card. This card lets you tells you to cleanse your thoughts and focus on everything that you have. Your gifts, those you love and admire, and your life. Work especially closely with your power animal, the hummingbird, and it will reveal a life that is vibrant and free, guiding you to your hidden abilities and talents of your ancestors that have come together in you. However, your mind must be clear from earthly desires. Gratitude is like a magic key, opening up the moment and leading you to freedom. Yeah. With that Judgment card, you see this little bunny holding a key. And the key to liberation is gratitude. I know that can be really difficult to be like, well, how the hell am I supposed to show gratitude to these challenges and the things that these people did to me, or the circumstances that had happened to me? But you need to, like, I'm telling you, you need to shift that mindset, because you're kind of, if any of that, of what I just said resonated for you, or the way you're thinking or have thought in the past, that is a victim mindset. Let's shift out of that. Let's empower yourself. This is why you chose the carnelian. Alright? You need to shift out of that way of thinking and emerge the true leader that you are meant to be. Okay? I'm going to be surprised if there is a lot of cardinal energy or significant cardinal energy. Cardinal energy is Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra. Aries and Libra are its sister signs, and then Cancer and Capricorn are its sister signs. Okay, anyways, sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have some significant placements or aspects in those signs in your natal chart. Okay, you are meant to be the true leader, and you know, to be a leader, you guys gotta go through you gotta go through the mud. Just like the lotus emerges from the mud, you too will emerge too, and bloom and blossom into a beautiful flower, metaphorically speaking. Okay, all that the lotus is, you are too. It represents rebirth, fertility, clarity, purity, and perfection. Its fragrance, however, is its true magic, as it transports us, liberating us from the illusion of time. Your soul is like the fragrance of the lotus. You can walk in all times, all worlds, and all dimensions. You might think that you are none of these things, nor are you wise or a master, but know that there is no time, everything is now. Start to believe. You yourself are the light from the future that shines on and guides you. You have long since been a master in the light on high. Card number 5. That's so fun. Number 5. Yeah, the challenges. Yeah, I'm going to read a little bit more. I skipped towards the end, but I want to... Okay. Alright. The lotus has its roots in the mud of a lake bed and grows inexorably toward the light, just like you. It rises up through the murky water at the bottom of the lake, just as you outgrow your base feelings and emotions. However, its final goal is yet to come. It grows up through the clear water just below the surface and finally unfurls its beauty, but only when it has found the light. Again, just like you, its I can't even talk. Its fragrance, its true beauty, is at last released into the air, the element of pure thought, pure spirit, and wisdom. The path that it follows from the mud to the lake bed to the surface cannot spoil its faultless beauty, dim its radiance, or distort its bewitching magical scent. Whew, that was like a mouthful for me for some reason. Okay. Alright, so you're becoming the true person you're meant to become. Okay. So, you just need a little bit of motivation is what I'm kind of getting from this when it comes to overcoming your fears. Or working through overcoming them. Alright, your ancestors, your lineage is helping you and supporting you. You could be liberating your ancestral line. These could be fears that they had either, they themselves had struggled with overcoming, or you came to liberate your ancestral line. Right when I said that, we have illumination. That's so beautiful. But I'm going to put that back because that's not what I was going to ask. I didn't ask, but as I was speaking that came out. So, but I wanted to ask what feelings are blocking you from overcoming your fears? Present moment. What emotions? What emotions? Okay, well, there's a need to... Okay, so cleansing disappointment, cleansing your energy, your energetic field. So tapping into gratitude. What emotions or what feelings will help you work through this cleanse? Abundance. Back of the deck, we have passion. More passion. More passion. More energy. More energy. Sorry. Not sorry. The Passion card asks you to acknowledge the flame that sits within you, whether it's a deep conviction, interest, or love. Find what strokes your inner fire and embrace the excitement that comes along with it. Okay, I'm going to read the... The Abundance card asks you to recognize and celebrate the abundance that is in your life, along with the deep sense of gratitude that comes along with it. It's so funny. Yeah, I told you you're gonna need to focus on you're gonna shift. You're gonna heal the feelings of regret, the feelings of disappointment, and you're being asked to shift into the gratitude. You know, shift into gratitude. Abundance comes in many forms, not just money, not just wealth. It could be love, friendship, career, family. It's not always monetary, you know. So keep that in mind. What can you be grateful for? So who has been supporting you all this time? Who's always been there for you? You know, that might be something that you need to recognize. Okay? Cleansing is a beautiful way to show love and appreciation for yourself, your belongings, and your space. It's wiping away the dust and the grime to reveal the shine underneath, bringing a sense of calm, ease, and clarity. When this card comes up, ask yourself what could use a little extra cleansing. How can you give yourself or your space a little extra love? Yeah, and then, you know, let them go to clear your mind. Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, it could be your physical space that will help bring this mental clarity. Um, or there's just a need for an energetic cleansing. And then once this cleansing comes in, that's when your energy shifts. There's a shift in the energy that takes place for you. Okay. I did this backwards, but that's okay. What dragon is supporting you or coming to you with advice on how to work through your fears? Pile number 2. What dragon wants to come provide aid to you? Alright. Oh, you guys got the exact same dragon as pile number 1. That's so interesting. We have Delphin. It's a guardian dragon. Your back of the deck energy is Destiny. Alright, so let me look at this real quick, because I don't know this deck like that. What card was it? Number 30? Okay. This wise old dragon of the deep carries the same knowledge and understanding within the depths of his being. Delphin has this to say about your journey and the oceans of our planet. The waters of earth can cleanse or maim, support or take life. You too are faced with a similar choice. You can choose to heal or be healed, or swim into the riptides. Neither is wrong, it is only a matter of perspective and choice. You have been faced with arduous situations at times and made some bad choices too. Remember, you are human, and as humans must, your race makes mistakes and on occasion poor decisions. But that is all a part of learning. It is time to forgive yourself and others. Move on. Delphin tells us to look deep into our soul and ask, what is your purpose on earth? What is it we must discover about ourselves? Are we healers, a spiritual guiding light for others to follow? Are we seekers of the truth through science? Are we called to work with him as ecologists or even marine biologists? He is very useful to call upon when we feel stuck and unable to go with the flow. His presence acts as a reminder that we could do well to stop struggling and to surrender to the ebb and flow of life. For that which we resist persists. Your task is to uncover your driving passion and kickstart the job you came here to do. And then for Destiny, let's find out. No, that was the. There we go. If you want to change, you need to be that change, not wait for others to do it for you. You do not need their permission to live your life your way, nor can they absolve you from your responsibility. It is your life, your journey, your path. You walk it your way. Light and fluffy, light and fluffy will not create lasting changes in your planet. Have you ever tried moving a large, square, flat bottom of stone uphill? It isn't possible. As humans, you need to come together and work in union, not isolation. Take responsibility for who you are. Hold the vision of what you wish to create and work together with others. Okay. Basically, you need to do this. No one else can do it for you. It's kind of giving me a lot of Saturn vibes. But, you know, we had that Emperor consistently come up. And we got the Eight of Pentacles right underneath it. What are you learning? What is this lesson teaching you? What is this fear that you're afraid to face trying to teach you? Okay. Alright, so let's get... Oh, wait, yeah. I was going to go into advice, but I did pull a card from this deck, so let's do that. This could probably give us an idea of where this fear stems from, or some advice on overcoming this fear. There may be something that there's something that you need to take responsibility for. And accountability could be a part of that. Pile number 2. You may be feeling frustrated. What is if it's in a frustrating environment or frustrating people, what are they there to teach you? Sometimes when somebody's frustrating you, they could be trying to teach you patience. Take back your power by saying, why is this happening to me? To what is this teaching me? Because when you shift that perspective, you're able to find the solutions that you're looking for and move forward. I mean, I did laugh and say, I did kind of giggle about like the word alpha, but when we think about like the alpha wolf, right? If we're gonna go down that route, right? So like that analogy. The alpha doesn't go looking at the pack and be like, hey guys, what do I do? The alpha is the one that everyone follows and looks up to. So the alpha is the one that has to face those challenges. And how do I use that in a sentence? Is that it? Hold on, give me one. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna use that word wrong. But, overcoming adversity. Yeah, you're probably gonna think, really, Joe? Yes, really. I don't care. Sometimes I might look foolish, but as long as I'm educating myself and figuring things out on my own, I don't care how foolish I look, because it's kind of like the person that's too afraid to ask a question because they don't want to look stupid. But the stupid one is the one that stays stupid because they never asked the question to get clarity. Who gives a fuck what these other people's opinions are? It ain't gonna help you. Shit. I'm just saying. Alright, so you have Eternal Gatekeeper, card number 32, which adds up to a 5. Alright. Acknowledge, assert, and protect what is right for you. I just realized that there's a right there. Ew. I don't this. Do I want one more? Alright, so your back of the deck energy is inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner child with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. Alright, so I am going to get the book to help understand what the message is trying to convey. Sometimes the books they word things down a lot better than I can explain it. So and I'm also still new to this deck, so it is what it is. Alright, so the guardian message from this card: every moment is an opportunity to choose gain. To live in alignment with the light of your heart and spirit self is the greatest gift you can give yourself and the world. Okay, it may be a time where choosing again in areas that you are off your mark proves particularly pertinent. I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly. Sorry. Check in with how aligned you are with your spirit self's truth. To recognize and take responsibility for making authentic and empowering choices is a gift to spirit self that keeps giving. The power and strength in seeing things for what they are and acting on them by making the right choices for you are fourfold. While a person, opportunity, or situation might be attractive and look good on paper, it will have adverse effects if it is not good and true fit or right timing for you. Close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and listen to your spirit self's truth. Is it okay if it does not match cultural or societal norms? What is not right for you will never magically become right for you just because it seems as though it should. Yeah, I'm telling you, you are the one that needs to take responsibility into your own hands, because you came here to be a leader for others. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have are Saturn dominant in your natal chart, or have significant Capricorn and Aquarius placements. Integrate what you love and what continues to resonate from previous versions of yourself. Live the harmony of your wilds through your tame. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit more deeper. That was the guardian message, the overall message, but let's get a little bit deeper. Okay, this card represents that you are ready to advance further in your self-integration. This may be a time for gaining much peace and appreciation from reviewing each stage of your life up until this point. During this period of self-reflection, journal the significant events, people, preoccupations, and epiphanies that stand out for you. Notice how they have influenced different versions of yourself. Highlight all of the traits that you love about each version and whether they seem to have faded. For example, the energy and wonder of your youth, the bold conviction of your teens, and the openness, love, and idealism of your young adulthood. Or the self-knowledge, confidence, and insight of the guardian. Sorry, I needed to take a breather, and I just bumped into you guys, sorry. There's going to be some strong emotions that are going to come up that you just need to purge. Pile number 2. I can feel it. I can feel it. Yeah, okay, just breathe through it. When that happens, it's usually what works for me. I don't know if, that's some advice. Alright, the future crone offers to hold you in her serene consciousness while you imagine your spirit self as a light in your lifespan as a kaleidoscope. It does not matter which way you turn the knob, which colors arise, or how the patterns emerge and dissipate. It is always the spirit self that shines its brilliant light through. If the kaleidoscope of your life has ever been tampered with in ways that seem to block your light, look again. Your light has always illuminated and glistened through what's clouded in. Okay, some of you may be going through a Saturn return or a second Saturn return, depending on your age. Should your light ever be tampered with in the future, always remember that your spirit self continues. It cannot be extinguished. Every color, experience, and facet of you is always present and available to be expressed, translated, and integrated through the kaleidoscope of your life and body. Whew, fuck, man. Alright. So you're integrating the lessons and experiences that you have and your feelings. Alright, so what advice does Spirit have for you? Pile number 2. Oh, wow. Last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Alright, let's get one more for advice. For pile number 2. And this is the second time that song came up. I want to get the... Give me 1 second. Is that Fleetwood Mac? I think it's Fleetwood Mac. Oh yeah, I'm right. It is Fleetwood Mac. Okay. Alright, well the song is Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. That would resonate for you, pile number 2. If I'm hearing the song, you can go your, or the line, you can go your own way. You can go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. Anyways, alright, so first quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. Okay. I like how we're going from like letting go of the past and walking towards the future. Being kind to yourself as you integrate these lessons and experiences that you've had. First quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. Alright. And then I'm going to, I know that was our advice, but I'm going to end the reading with a supportive message from your spiritual team using my therapist deck. I love this deck, it's so cute. It's adorable and I love the messages. So what motivational support message does my pile 2's spiritual team want to tell them or let them know? I know you feel anxious, but you forgot the part where you totally got this. You're a badass, pile 2. You got this. Alright, and Spirit also wants, back of the deck, Spirit wants you to know, hey, you matter and thanks for existing. Alright, so this is what I have for you, pile number 2. Wishing you the best of luck and love on your journey. I hope you have a beautiful morning, noon, or night whenever you guys are watching this. And I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hello, hello. Pile number 3. If you were drawn to the lovely Sodalite Heart Crystal or the number 3, then this reading is for you. Okay. So since I'm focused more so on the how to work through your fears, pile 3, I'm not really getting messages on like what your fear is. So only apply the message to how it resonates for you. Alright. Kind of wish I sold that for pile number 1, but you know, it just be like that. considering how the message went through for pile 1, I did warn pile 2. And yeah, same message applies for you too. So just like giving you guys a heads up. Okay. Alright, so y'all chose the Sodalite Crystal. Now, with it being heart-shaped, you know, this is a need for healing. I would say the heart chakra could be involved as well. But Sodalite is it's affiliated with the throat chakra. Okay, so it a little bit about the stone. It brings order and calmness to the mind. It encourages rational thought, objectivity, truth, and intuition, along with verbalization of feelings. It can bring emotional balance and calms panic attacks. Also enhances self-esteem, self-acceptance, and self-truth. Okay. So, pile number 3. Alright, Spirit. How can pile number 3 work through their fears? We have the King of Pentacles. Okay. 7 of Swords. You know, what I was getting with this card is grabbing the bull by its horns, and then the 7 of Swords came out. Kind of wish I said that a little bit sooner. But, yeah, facing this truth head on. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, we'll take that extra card. Or 2. Dang, it's 2 extra cards. Okay, we're going to have fun trying to fit this all on the screen. Alright, back up the deck is the 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to have to move her to the side because I don't see us having space for all this. Okay, let me see. We have one. Okay, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to improvise. Alright. Everything came out for a reason. Alright. A lot of air energy here. Alright, let me see. I don't like how this is so... Boom. Boom. 9 of Pentacles. Back of the deck energy. Alright. I believe that's a page. Okay. Yes, page. Okay. Alright. Okay, you need to take... Okay, so like I was saying, with it, taking the bull by the horns, taking charge, taking back control over something. Alright, so I would say taking back control of the narrative that this fear is. There is a fear of expressing yourself. There is a fear of, yeah, speaking your truth. Okay. I would say that this group has dealt with some manipulative people. Some just really deceptive, manipulative people due to your, for some of you it could be naivety, You know, being too transparent. Give me 1 second. Okay. Excuse me, I had some minor interruptions. Alright, so. Alright. Okay. Just give me a second while I take in what I'm seeing. I would say, though, that... Alright, so, the fears. How to work through your fears. There may be a need to gather some more information. Be aware of deception that is taking place. And this fear that you are dealing with or working through is here to teach you. It's here to teach you and guide you into to help you master a skill.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that interruption. Duty calls. The joys of being a mother. My little ones just got out of summer school, so they're excited to show me what they did and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Alright. Pile number 3. If you're dealing with a person that is, you may be afraid to speak your truth, speak your mind, express yourself. There may be, that could be used against you. Because I can't help but look at this 3 of Wands, and when you see her looking at the roses, she's leaving a trail, right? And this fox is sniffing on the trail. It's gathering clues. It's finding its way. There's like a manipulation here. Okay, so that's taking place. So you could be working hard towards a goal, and there may be someone that could be, the word cunning comes to my mind, but there could be someone that is trying to take you off your path, keep you from your abundance. There is something. What is it that you're afraid of? I wish I knew what it was that they were afraid of. But there is, I mean, look at her. She's walking. What is it? What is this called? I'm having a brain fart. A tightrope. She's walking on a tightrope. Look at like how dangerous that is. With no safety. With no safety precautions. Okay. Okay, so, you know, there may be some, you know, and, that kind of ties in with that page of cups that I was talking about. Like, if you see her lifting up her dress, she is being vulnerable. She is being transparent and showing herself, okay? And you may have done that with the wrong person. Like, maybe you were afraid that would happen, and then, you know, your fear has come to truth. Okay. That's interesting. We had the 8 of Swords fall out while I was shuffling. You could be deceiving your own self by, with the 8 of Swords there, telling yourself a narrative that is not true, or like, it's kind of like giving, like, for, you know, as an example, like, you really, really want this one person to be your person, but you know that through action, through action, or through their actions, through their I mean, actions speak well a lot louder than words do. But yeah, you know, like somebody that, you know, just, oh yeah, I'm gonna change, and then they don't change is an example. I'm kind of jumping all over the place now. But like, then, you know, um, you really want this person, and you come up with excuses. This is just an example. This doesn't have to be what your issue is, but for some, you know, I want to be surprised, but it could be for some of you, and you may have to accept that you are um, deceiving yourself by not accepting the truth for what it is, um, whatever that truth is. You could be putting a blindfold on in order to not see the truth, but in the long run, you're hurting yourself by allowing this to take place. There is a need to accept what is and making a decision, but this is teaching you something. You came here to learn and to mature and grow from the situation. Um, okay, so I feel like a lot of you are lying to yourself in some way, shape, or form. I'm getting like Pisces energy. Don't have to be Pisces, so I'm not seeing the sign Pisces, but it's just, I don't know, I'm getting that. Alright, so you could be dealing with some conflict, competition, inner conflict. Okay, and I did say taking the bull by the horns. You know, when you watch those I don't know what they're called, but the games where like the person holds the red I don't even, the red flag. I don't know what it is. I don't know the actual terms for this. There's a name for what these games are called. But there's a person that holds the red thing, and then the bull comes and charges, right? So taking control of, you know, as you can see, she has the red dress on. So knowing that you're always going to be a target because she's wearing red. She's not. It's not like in the games where the person is holding something red and wearing something a different color, like maybe blue or whatever. But she is the target with the red, right? Look, she's lifting up her dress. She's lifting up her dress. You are very. I feel like that this group is a very sensitive group, and wants an emotional connection with other people. You may want to be very transparent and very open and vulnerable, but you cannot be vulnerable with everyone. You cannot be too transparent and too vulnerable with other people because other people take advantage of that vulnerability. You need to learn through trial and error. You need to learn how to master the skill of I would say there's multitude of skills that you need to learn, but to protect yourself. And it's not to be cut off from the world, but more so be learning discernment, mastering the skill of discernment. There you go. Mastering the skill of discernment of who is allowed to be to share that vulnerability and that transparency of yourself. Who is worthy enough of your love. Okay, we did have the Two of Swords showing up again, the Magician, and the Eight of Cups. Trusting your intuition to guide you through the decision that you need to make, and then acting up on that by creating the move to let go of whatever it is that's holding you back emotionally. Something that once used to fulfill you no longer does. And you need to make the decision. You could be gaslighting yourself. You could be playing devil's advocate within your mind. Or coming up, like I said, with excuses for why somebody behaves a certain way. And, you know, if that's the situation, you know. But apply this message to how it resonates for you, Pile 3. But you're in a situation, whether this is, you know, at a job, with a person there's something that's you're not able to express yourself fully because you don't feel safe to, and you come up with excuses for why it's like it's okay for you to tolerate certain behaviors, or there could be like unfair rules that are taking place, if this is like a career or a job situation, and you deserve to be somewhere where you feel safe, where you're able to speak your mind confidently and respectfully, of course, and express your feelings in a respectful way and be heard and understood. Okay? So I want to dive a little bit more deeper into what this Seven of Swords is. Judgment, yeah. Learning to accept the harsh truth. Okay. Yeah, I don't really feel a really strong need to like really. I don't really feel a strong need to really clarify much, to be honest, because that's is exactly what I'm seeing. You're leaving these crumbs of this little trail, and you're. So, like, even if you left the situation, you find yourself in the same situation again or something similar because you're not energetically understanding the lesson. You're not fully integrating the lesson, or you're not fully understanding it. And so that's why you're repeating the cycle. You're repeating the same lesson until you master that. And you're leaving these little trail crumbs. So this is going to be like your energy. You wanting your energetically leaving crumbs for these other energetic people, these other people that want to deceive people or take advantage of people like you, to find you again, to follow you again. This could even be a person that keeps coming back into your life and back and forth because you think they deceive you. They like, oh yeah, I've changed, like, you know, that narrative that I was mentioning earlier before, and it's not the truth, you know. Like I said, actions speak louder than words. There's a lot of talking. I'm now hearing that song, your lips are moving, but you lie, 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 lie. Alright, yeah, so back of the deck we had everything is fine. Yeah, you could be pretending that everything is fine even though you feel completely drained, wiped out. You just don't have the motivation, the drive, nothing. But you lie to yourself that everything is okay. And the only thing that's going to liberate you is the harsh truth, the honest truth. And it may not be what you want to hear. Your intuition is going to guide you. There's a need to set boundaries. So the fear, working through your fear could be that what you've been intuitively thinking is the actual truth. This could be with people that you're dealing with the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords showing up. Yeah, the Fool. When I was shuffling earlier, the Fool showed up, but I didn't ask any question at the time. I had just started shuffling, so I had slid it back in. But a new beginning is, your soul wants to embark a new beginning, a new fresh start. But in order for you to do that and allow this new beginning to come in, you need to heal from the past. You need to accept what, you need to take back control of yourself and accept, you know, where you make those mistakes, because you're here to master this. And this may take more than just one lesson, okay? Alright, with the Knight of Cups, I just split the deck. The Knight of Cups. You could be a romantic. You could be someone who just loves love and loves to give love. But if you're giving out love, are you giving it out for the right reasons? Are you... I'm getting like... Okay. Like, okay, working through your fears. Apply this to the question. Are you respecting and honoring yourself? And in what ways are you not? And then how can you act in a way that's more respectful towards yourself? Like, you owe it to yourself to take back control and honor your own self, and not expecting others to do that for you. Because if you can't honor yourself, how do you expect others? You'll tolerate things from others that don't respect you, because you don't respect yourself. You show others how you respect yourself by what you tolerate. And you're here to learn more about yourself. And yeah, okay, so card number 19. Trust, enter the temple of your truth and learn to value it. Lost in the ruins of the past, find the way to the present moment and live. Okay, so for some of you, you guys could have left a situation, and you could be afraid to enter a new situation because you still haven't fully, like, accepted or learned this lesson. Or part of you, you could be afraid that you're going to repeat the cycle again. Like I said, I mentioned, what I can say for you, pile 3, is that if you ever meet somebody and they don't allow you to, if you don't feel safe to speak your truth or be honest or express yourself, they're not the person for you. Okay. So I would say also that in time, it's not to say, I feel like that this group, you're going to constantly meet people like this. These people are just not going to magically disappear once you've mastered this skill. It's not going to happen. You're going to consistently, repetitively have these type of people come after you. And through these experiences, you're mastering the skill of discernment. And as you get better with recognizing the red flags of others, you're going to get better and faster. You're going to be faster and better and dealing with it less and less. Your intuition is very strong, and how you feel around somebody is a strong indicator whether or not they need to be in your space or not. Okay, so it's interesting. Okay, you guys got more than one. Back of the deck, card number 35. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important. Alright, and then you guys got extra cards. So... Card number 20. Nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. So connecting with nature will benefit you, help ground you, help you hear the messages clearly. Spirit is communicating with you. I did see the 8 of Wands earlier when I was shuffling. So your ancestors and your lineage, they are communicating with you. They are sending you guidance and support along your journey. Alright, you have card number 33. Listen to the eternal song of your soul. Tune into it and learn to trust it. You may not be, you may be discouraging or like, it's kind of reminding me of, you may not have the best, like, confidence in yourself because of these experiences. Because you're like, why do I keep letting these type of people come in? And why do I keep experiencing or attracting this type of people? It's because they're here to, they're souls that you, that are helping you master this. And this was a path that your soul has wanted to do. Your soul wanted to master the skill of discernment, and the only way you're going to learn is through trial and error, unfortunately. So, recognizing red flags, accepting what it is you see, accepting the actions of others. So, what you are afraid of is, for some of you, you may even be afraid of being single. You may be afraid of being alone. You may have codependency issues for some of you. Sit and reflect on these feelings and understand that you are 100% whole all by yourself, and you don't need another person to complete you. You are a complete soul. You're not fragmented. You're not split in half and you need to find your other half. You are whole. Okay? And you will find someone, whether that is within love or within friendship or within a soul tribe. You're going to find your people that respect you and love you. Okay? They are not your people if you cannot express yourself. If you don't feel safe to talk, this could even just be like, accepting your own flaws, that that you may not know it all, or you may not know the truth, and you may sound dumb saying certain things. Everything is about learning, and you're not going to learn without having the setbacks. You're not going to learn without the challenges that present themselves to you. So where do you need to set boundaries? Is this with yourself? Is this with other people? Is this a combination of both, Okay, so card number 31, you're experiencing a spiritual blossoming. Take a new direction and be open to new experiences. Handling things in a new way. Okay, so what dragon is supporting you on your journey? What dragon is supporting you through your fears, to help you work through your fears? Okay, we have emergence. And then back of the deck, we have spirit. Ooh, she's pretty. Isn't she pretty? Okay. Alright. Let's see what these dragons have to say as I go up the book. Alright, so I found this card first, so I'm going to read this description first of the spirit. And that's the back of the deck. You are truly awesome and your own creator. Spirit appears to us when we are gearing up for another steep learning curve on our spiritual path. He connects most strongly with those who have begun to work on themselves and are well and truly underway with their spiritual journey. His arrival frequently precedes those whose job it is to work for the planet and humankind. The dragon spirit connects with those in a particular in particular who have embarked upon transitional journey of deep self-healing and self-understanding, and those beginning to recognize the bigger picture within the cycle of life. He reminds us that everything is interconnected and there is no separation. He says there is no you and I as separate beings. We are all one energy. If he has moved into your reading today, call upon my energies to support you as you prepare for the next step of your amazing journey. You will go through a myriad of shifts and changes, self-doubt and euphoria as you embrace the next deep learning process. I'm here to guide you through those shifts and changes. You are a spiritual being in physical form and have the potential to live a soul-filled spiritual existence on earth. You are truly awesome and your own creator, so embrace what it is to come to the next leg of your journey. If you're feeling spiritually disconnected, lost, or simply overwhelmed, call on Spirit to guide your way. Your job here is to watch and listen to your feelings, sudden flashes of inspiration, and always signs and symbols from the dragon clans. Although these are sent by the dragons, they can be subtle, so be aware and look out for them. Meditate with Spirit and ask for his guidance to inspire and enlighten you. Oops, went too far. Alright, so emergence. Sometimes as spiritual beings, we can find our human experience on earth can be quite tough. Listen to the wisdom of emergence as he says it's time to reflect. You need to take stock of what you value and what is important to you. Contemplation and quietness are required. Your experiences may have been vexing. It is unwise to dwell on them, but you can learn from them. Understand those you need to remember and let go of others. From this place, a new vibrant you can emerge, but first you must allow yourself time to reflect. Go within to that inner place of peace and bring forth that which you wish to be. This dragon appears when we need to take a long, hard look at ourselves and how we live, what we do, and more harshly, our behavior. None of the dragons are a pushover. They all demand that we take stock of ourselves, stop kidding ourselves, and are openly honest. And emergence is no different. He gets straight to the nitty-gritty and informs you that you are responsible for your life, your behavior, and your experiences, and more importantly, how you react to them. Grit and determination are the order of the day when this powerful dragon finds his way into your cards. He finishes with, remember you are safe with me. Your fears are nothing but paper, tigers, and figments of your imagination. Allow me to guide you as you find your balance and carve a new path. Aww. I like that message for you guys. Okay, so let's find out what feelings you could be struggling with in regards to this fear. Sweetness, and what feeling will help you overcome. That's interesting. Anxiety. Alright, back of the deck is disruption. Okay, so you're probably thinking like what I was thinking for a brief moment. I was like, how the fuck is anxiety gonna help you? I mean, yeah, I got the message, but it was like at first I was like, wait, what? I ain't gonna lie, for a brief moment I wanted to put that bitch back. Like, wait, what in the bullshit? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna read the back of the deck. I'm gonna read the definition of this card first, which is your back of the deck energy. Like this shocking pink color, this card demands attention. It represents intensity, innovation. Why was I having a brain fart there? and nonconformity. It's a catalyst for releasing fear in order to make bold and courageous moves. The message is repeating itself. It's so cool. I love this. Okay. What is stagnant in your life that needs to change? How can you shake things up a bit? How can you continuously innovate your life in unexpected and productive ways? Okay. All right, I'm going to put that back. All right. So, all right. Savor the sweet moments in life and to remember them when things get rough. The small things in life are often the sweetest, but they easily go unnoticed. Okay, what I'm getting though, but this is your challenge. This is what's challenging you. So you could be focusing too much on the good moments instead of focusing on what the truth is. So yes, like I said earlier, you're gonna have to accept the harsh truth about your situation. All right, and how is anxiety going to help you overcome this? Is recognizing when your body is anxious, when you're in an environment that, like, let's say you're cool, calm, collected, right? And then all of a sudden you walk into a room and now you're feeling anxious. Your body is giving you a signal. It is telling you, it is communicating with you that this is an unsafe environment for you. The body never forgets. The mind does, but the body keeps record. It stores. It's stored in your nervous system. So when your body gets anxious, it is because it is telling you that it's unsafe. Or if you're dealing with a person, like let's say you're like I said, calm, cool, collected, you're Gucci, ain't nothing bothering you. Then all of a sudden, this person comes in, or you start talking to this person, and then you start feeling anxious. You start feeling anxiety. That is your body telling you, like, this person is not. They're not being truthful. They're not being honest. They're not someone that you can trust. So take note of what your body is communicating, with you. Pile number 3. It's not to say that anxiety is your friend, but it's a good ass indicator of that you're not safe. That's your body telling you you're not safe. So start listening to it, okay? Oh, I just damaged my card. So sad. I don't like it when my cards get damaged. Okay. Alright, so you have card number 43, Inner Life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. I don't know what I'm doing here, but we're just rolling with it. I feel drawn to pull one more card for you guys. Radical self-love. We can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. Okie dokie. Hey, both of those are Chrome messages. Oh, look. Okay, guys. It's the box again. It's the box. It's the damn box. Okay, sorry. Alright, I'll stop. Trusting tricksters. Bitch. The trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Not today, Satan. Sorry, I just wanted to say that. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but okay. Alright. I want to read. Our inner life can only hold space for all the unaccepted thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and compulsions that we can try to hide or deny. We do not realize that buried within our shadows are in fact glorious allies with core truths desperate for the light to illuminate and elevate them of the necessary message to us. To bring to light to our shadows is to see them as provisions of something that had started off good and got distorted. Regardless of how threatening any shadow of ours may currently feel or may have been once seemed, no shadow ever is, has been, or can be anything more or less than the goodness that got lost, overburdened, or injured along the way. The featured crone supports you in bringing loving light, acceptance, and value of the shadow parts of yourself. All they have ever tried to do is help you. However, it is actually your help that they need. Shadows need release from the message that they are and that you do not. Shadows need release from the message that they are and that you do not pay attention to. Your shadows are burdened with the essential information about yourself that you ignore. They need you to acknowledge them with loving attention, compassion, and appropriate action. Therefore, this card suggests that it is an opportune time to sit down with your shadows and do the following steps with each one. Listen to them with compassion. Honor them with a new and affirmative meaning and significance in your life. Integrate them healthily by freeing them from the dark. Trust, love, acknowledge, and empathize with each shadow as you shine light upon it to transform it back into healthy alignment with the purity of your spirit self. Reach out for support and help from an appropriate professional, healer, or mentor to guide you through the process if you need to. It is time to make compassionate self-exploration a priority. A journey into the stillness and silence of your inner light-filled garden is optimal. To establish an intimate communion with yourself, you may feel the need to embrace a period of solitude. The featured crone supports you in whatever form the journey of coming home to yourself takes and requires for you. Until this inner process is complete, true intimacy with another is unlikely and ultimately unsustainable. I don't know why I said unsuitable. Unsustainable for it first needs to be established within. Like I was saying earlier, you can't expect other people to respect you if you don't respect yourself. If you're tolerating less than, then those people are going to see that you're tolerating less than, and they're going to keep seeing what it's like. Think of humans as like little children, and they like to test the boundaries. That's what children do. And in all honesty, we never lose that aspects of ourselves. People are always testing other people's boundaries. How far are you willing to bend? And even though you may be very flexible, you need to snap back and recognize that even though you can bend, that's not for them to do. That's not for you to tolerate. You don't have to. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you have to. So don't tolerate anybody's disrespect. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to skip like half of the meaning of this. I'm going to go to this card, but I'm going to skip half of the, like, because there's like a whole 3 pages worth. Right. Yeah, there's like 3 pages worth. Alright, so this card encourages you to say yes and let go of all your self-judgment, shadows, and untruths so that room can be made for all of your loving light to radiate through the rest of your life. The future crone supports you in cultivating the strength required to love yourself for all that you are and all that you are not. To love all that you have done and all that you have not done. To love that you have struggled with and overcome, as well as all the things that you still struggle with and may never overcome. It supports you to love what you are ashamed of or fear and to love what hurts. Love all of your emotions. They communicate to you what matters most to you. Allow all of the love that you are unconditionally into you and your life. Once you experience wholeness within, healthy, loving relationships with others can come into your life. You will be able to receive them in the love that they are. The key is to love your differences and all the ways in which you feel like you are not enough. Love that everyone else in your life is... Man, why you get my hand in trouble reading? Love that everyone else in your life is out of your control. Love the strangeness and the darkness. Love that love is the only thing that matters. The rest dissolves in its presence. Live from the white light of your heart's love and wisdom and watch its power shine through all illusion. Love, love, love. Love is radical in the extent of which it loves you back. Okie dokie. Let's see if number 6 has anything interesting to say. Recognize that what is going on is contrary to what you were groomed to believe is taking place. Nurture yourself with the trust, courage, and passion that you gave to the trickster. As you recover from the betrayal, loss, and damage of experiencing the trickster, your life will resume, and once you are ready, thrive at rocket speed. There is no need to suffer in silence or remain in any toxic dynamic that thwarts your sense of self-sovereignty, drains your energy, or compromises the incredibility, precious, worthy, resourceful, and significant being that you are. Should this apply to a loved one, a time where you are called upon for support might be at hand. Okay. Alright, so what advice do we have for my beautiful, lovely pile 3? Wow, that was fast. We have New Moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. And then we have first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. And then back of the deck energy. First quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. Alright, and then I'm going to wrap up the rest of this reading with a support message for you guys. Normally I wrap up the readings with advice, but today we are doing support messages as our final message. So what message does pile 3's spiritual team want to give to pile 3? Oh wow, that was cool. Aww. You've been doing a great job considering all you've been up against. Okay, I want to get one more for you. Everything is scary and you feel vulnerable, but that doesn't mean anything is going to go wrong. Anxious feelings aren't usually indicative of reality. Okay, and then back of the deck energy. I know you feel anxious, but you forgot the part where you totally got this. Oh, I love that for you guys, pile number 3. Alright, so I'm going to leave this there. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and I hope you all have a blessed, wonderful morning, noon, or night whenever you guys are watching this, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye!